Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rilo, and welcome to Risk of Rain. So it's been a while since I've actually done any streaming, or specifically for Risk of Rain. I do believe that this is one of the new DLCs that came out quite recently, so I decided let's stream this a bit and play around with it to see how it goes. And yeah, welcome in everyone. I hope you guys enjoy your stay. And if you do like this type of content, please consider liking and subscribing. And yeah, I guess we can just start it off. I think the character that I'm going to use is going to be the operator. I believe there are a few ones that I need to still get. Free the survivor from the vault in the solutional haunt. So don't know how all of that works just yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. Gonna play on Monsoon difficulty, and I'm gonna use the artifact of sacrifice, and then I'll be also using the artifact of storms. Those will be the two that I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna use the artifact of command because I think that makes the game a little bit too easy for us. So I'm gonna stick with these two specific artifacts. So yeah, with that said, the operator has some cool few skills. It has a drone, so 2 drone companions. It has a pistol shot, commanding a drone to activate a special skill. Still a bit new to this character, so we'll figure it out as we go along. So yeah, I hope this should be a fun and interesting stream. It's not going to be a modded stream. I have seen some traffic on one of my modded Risk of Rain playthroughs, so maybe you would have a look at that in the future and see how we can make use of that and play the modded Risk of Rain playthrough as well. Especially the Dragon Ball one. I don't know why that one keeps getting so much attention, but it's pretty damn cool. Pretty cool attack, initial attack. It's like a little rapid fire pistol. My right click swaps between the drone that I'm using. Well, it's your primary drone, and I believe that affects your shift ability. I think. I might be wrong about that, but we'll figure out. So let's see, shift. The drone just takes me somewhere, yeah. Now if I swap to the health one, I think my shift is going to be something different. Let's see. Oh no, it's pretty much the same. Well, it's my secondary mouse button that's a bit different. I see. Okay, so the first part of what we need to go and get, we need to find a 3D printer. And then from the 3D printer we'll need to see if we can get some decent items there. Because I mean, this 3D printer will just give me one of that meat. Not really what we want. So this just swaps around. So this one gives me additional attack. And the other one gives me a shield. There is an item there. Just some extra health. It's the R ability that changes. Okay. I have it now. Good. Yeah, there's some healing when you take damage. That's pretty cool. The medkit. So sorry if I'm playing this, not really playing this character as it's supposed to be. I'm still learning it. So I think if you throw out the actual drone, it basically just decides to explode. I think it's pretty cool. It also stuns, okay, that's good to know. But I need to find some items before it gets a bit too much. There is some equipment here. It's just a tunnel between 2 locations, and we get some attack speed. That's pretty awesome. Striking enemies from high elevation grants critical strike chance and damage. Okay. Oh, and the ones that are marked actually allows my shot to jump between them. Oh, dang. This might be a bit of a tough one. I don't know what to expect here. Can't remember what these guys do. I played this too long ago. Shucks. A lot of damage, yeah. Okay, I need to be very careful now. Especially for those very high damaging shots, since I basically lost all of my health. But the one is down, that's cool. Yeah, okay. Not the greatest attempt, so I just want to check something on the stream itself. Is the stream public? I believe it should be. Just want to check something because I don't see any views just yet. But it should be public as far as I know. Yeah, no, it's public. Cool. Now then we are all good. Yeah. All good, all good. Yeah, everything looks great on the stream as well. Quality is great. Awesome. Okay, now then I'm happy. Let's try that again. I think we had an okay start. I just think the actual character I need to learn a bit more. But I think so far so good. It seems like they get marked by something, and this mark actually helps with, like, it's like a ricocheting shot, which I think is really cool. Oh, it's just a mark that comes up when they are in the proximity of me, which I think is really cool. So you need to find some items and some 3D printers and actually find some other drones as well. I wonder if there's something related to the drones that you can actually make this character quite powerful. I think there should be. It does seem to be a possibility. Oh, no. Shouldn't have dropped so quickly. Okay, so there's a recycler. That's good to know. I just want to mark that. So recycler, especially if you're not playing with Artifact of Command, the recycler is a very key and instrumental thing to have, so that you can get the scrap that you used to use in the recycler, so you don't get rid of the items that you actually want. So we'll try and make sure that we get into the recycler when we get some items. Because there should be a lot of items dropping since we have the Artifact of Swarms on. Ooh, okay, Executioner. This is actually a very guillotine. That's actually a very good one. So all of the elite enemies will get executed below a certain health threshold. So that's very good to us. Deal bonus damage for each enemy killed. Oh wow. But I think it's like a time thing. I think I had it before. You only... yeah. It's only available for a specific amount of time. A junk drone dispenses temporary items at regular intervals. Oh wow. Okay. That's actually a very cool drone. I'm definitely gonna recycle this whip. Oh, it's temporary. Oh, okay, so if I get this thing, I need to go and recycle it, otherwise I'll lose it, essentially. From what I understand. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't recycle those. Interesting. Still trying to understand how this works. It's pretty damn cool though, yeah. Just double check to see if that is the case, but yeah, it is, unfortunately. That one gives me shield, I don't think this one specifically gives me something. And I think it actually boosts some stats as well. If you equip a specific drone. Okay, so let's see if we can find, because we do know where the teleporter is. Administers a burst of healing that grants movement. Okay, so... Okay, I see. So that command is actually what happens when I activate it. And I see the one actually shot that piece of scrap out, which is wonderful. But it doesn't seem to be much of use on this current map. Maybe I should see if I can get into the tunnel, because I don't want to stay on the first stage for too long. But if I don't have the adequate items, it will be a very difficult situation to take on the teleport event. Okay, yeah, let's stop fooling around and see if we can find something useful on the other side. Because I didn't actually look for any, like the, not the artifact of command. What's it called? I can't remember all of the names anymore. Need to play this game a bit more often. Okay, it seems like it's closed. That tunnel is closed. Shrine of the Mountain, there we go. That's what I wanted to mention, because there is a boss thingy not too far from here, but I'm not strong enough to take that on. But maybe I should try at least, because you get a lot of decent items from it. So I should possibly maybe consider it. Times 10 damage. That's quite a big chunk. Yeah, so let's go try and do it. I think we have some decent items. So we should be able to not suck at it completely. Just need to remember where it was. Actually, do you think we ran past it, to be honest? Or I'm just blind. I think I might just be blind. Gain massive armor for 3 seconds, yeah, not bad. Okay, so turning invisible at low health, that's also good. Can't seem to find that shrine thing that you can activate. But it's okay. I think think we should be fine for now. We can take on the teleporter event before we stay here too long. I've actually been here for way too long, especially for monsoon. Okay, so yeah, let's call in the teleporter. It's probably gonna be Beetle, I believe. Oh no. Didn't really want the vagrants. Especially not if they are going to explode. Okay, at least they didn't cause too much damage though, so we're all set. Pepper Asperge, not bad. I think before I go, I just want to use that recycler just to recycle some of the items that I do have that I don't feel like will be very useful. This is a new item. Gain 40% chance to increase item rarity. Okay, that's actually not a bad one. Item rarity at shrines are always welcome. Ooh, critical damage. Awesome. Okay, so the teleporter is charged, so I quickly want to go to the recycler. Oh, gasoline, that's also a fantastic item, especially early game. And because we're using Artifact of Swarms, when these massive swarms do start attacking us, we will be able to easily get rid of them. But I think it's okay for now. The items we do have isn't too bad. There's mainly one green item that I'm not too keen about. But it's not the end of the world. We should be able to continue without needing to worry about anything. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna get some corrupted items. That is what I want. Some leeching seed from the temporary items we get, not bad. We need to get rid of all of the corrupted enemies before we can actually get the corrupted item. But since I have gasoline now, we should be able to at least make a little bit of a difference. Just want to get rid of some of those small guys running around. Yo, ouch. Okay. I need to be very careful with those guys as well. They are not friendly. Okay, so we have a 3D printer here. Not sure if it, okay, so it's, I believe it's the razor wire. It's not something that I would really see as something to be too important for us. These guys are horrible to try and deal with. Okay, Okay, we got an actual leeching seed. Wonderful. And I believe this is going to be a flamethrower drone or an equipment drone. Key for a chest. That's one of the things that I would like to put into a recycler. Yeah, it's an equipment drone. So I'm not going to use that. I keep forgetting I have the flying ability. I need to use that a bit more. What's this? First chest. Bullet shields more than one reward. These are once per stage. Okay. Try and finish off these corrupted enemies. Okay, I think it's down nice. We can get some corrupted items. Extra damage to bosses and the shuriken for our first shot damage. I think that is a better equipment item. No, it's not. Let's see what we can get here. This is the needle tick. That's a chance to, yeah. I don't have trident daggers yet, but this should be quite a nice corrupted item to have. To have a chance for them to implode. I mean, you wouldn't want that. You get another one. Ooh, this also is a very good one. I think it takes over the fuel cells, yeah. Adds an extra charge of your special skill. Which is my ultimate, so I can now do this. There are two of the drones. They do become incapacitated. That's fine. Okay, so I do know where the teleporter is, so we'll be heading to that now. All of these temporary items. I actually want actual items. Crowbar is also very good. Bonus damage for the initial shot for the enemy. I'm not gonna say no. Because we're gonna take this pad, and that pad should take us up towards there where I can see the teleporter. And usually if you want to try and identify the teleporter, you just look out for these little... It looks like dust particles in the air. If they are red, you can easily detect if that is the teleporter. Ah, I remember this hub. This game is actually very beautiful in its own way. Here's the teleporter. We should be strong enough to take on the teleporter event. Now it's 4 of these guys. Okay, that's always fun. At least I have some cover here, which is great. I would definitely need that. Especially if they decide to explode. There we go. Just used my ultimate ability to chuck the drones and we're sorted. Oh, we got ukulele. I love the ukulele. Ooh, resistant. Activating your equipment gives you burst of attack speed, okay? That's also not bad. Would still like to find a decent 3D printer and a recycler. Let's kill these last few guys to see if they have anything useful. No. nothing too useful, nothing that we really want to use or can make a great use of. Okay, that's a new enemy that I haven't seen before. Not this one, the flying one. There was some of them here at the bottom part here that was definitely new. Don't know if the focus crystal's that great for this character. Okay, so we have the necklace that will give us healing beads when we kill enemies. It's just not what we want. I haven't seen... excuse me. I haven't seen really great 3D printers at all. Maybe I'm doing something wrong that I'm not able to find them. Okay, there's another 3D printer. Looks like it might have something okay. Stun grenade, wonderful. And I mean, my base items aren't actually bad at all. Ah, a gasoline 3D printer. Yes, okay, I want to get some of those. Definitely need to get some of those. But I need to get a recycler first. Oh wow. Okay. They actually do a ton of damage. I need to be careful for those things. I only noticed how much... because I haven't been here in the past. All these enemies are new. There's a legendary 3D printer. This one prints the... oh, Tri-Tip Dagger. Okay, there's two nice 3D printers here. But the thing is that I don't want to risk my current items for those just because I don't have any scrap that I can use. But there should be a recycler somewhere here. Striking enemies from a high elevation. Okay, so it's the same one that I got earlier. This one... okay, that would just take me to the one event that I can get. And I can get that golem. Ooh, that's new. I need to go see what that is. Got another gasoline drop, perfect. I think it increases the range and the damage, and I mean for this, it's very important. This, I think this might have been part of the previous DLC. I can't remember what the Shrine of Shape, that shrine does. I think it's like the first one that I'm using in any case. Yeah, this to me is a better equipment to get, and I don't see any recycler. Damn. Yeah, there's no recycler here that I can see, unfortunately. Ooh, I get scrap. This is going to be a green scrap. So it will be for uncommon recyclers or uncommon printers. So if we can get one of those, that would be cool. Maybe in this tunnel there should be a recycler. If not, I think we can head back and try and take on the teleporter event. Ooh, okay, bunch of attack speed, you got a crowbar. Incoming damage is reduced and dealt over time, that's also perfectly fine. That's also new. It's something that I can interact with. Oh, isn't this the other survivor? I don't know. Okay, well, there are new enemies. Maybe I need to defeat these guys to open it. Again, I have no clue what to do here. I think I've probably unlocked him already. I just need to go and defeat the teleporter boss. Oh, I can't get up there. There's a bunch of different enemies here though. Now scaring me. And it looks very different after I activated it, so I assume I need to free him somehow, because that's what the achievement said if you want to get the other character, so I would assume that's the case. Right, so let's fly over to that side and attempt the teleporter boss. I'm just going to submit one item to the gasoline printer. It's probably going to take one that I don't want to lose. Topaz, it's okay. Not the end of the world. But cool, let's take on the teleporter boss. And see what is in store for us. Oh no. I haven't seen that enemy ever. And I guess it's probably gonna kill me because I don't know what it's doing. Oh, it still does. Wow. I have no idea how I'm still alive, but I am. I'm gonna try and okay, it's dead, so the Clay Doomstrider is the one that's left. And I believe is the main enemy that we need to face. Jeez, okay. That was intense. I'm not gonna lie, that was quite intense. Okay, so let's see what we got. What's this? Gain a small temporary barrier when a skill comes off cooldown. Okay, pretty cool. Beads, that's fine. That just gives me some extra regeneration beads that fall around. Okay, I don't want this shield because the shield reduces your one tap protection. I think it removes it entirely. What's this? Functional couple hold and additional equipment. Okay, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't, and I saw between them using E and Q. Oh, just E and Q is the uses of it. That's damn cool. Wax, okay, wax core is just temporary. And then a request form. I don't know, I can't remember what that does. see now when the text comes up. Get a delivery each stage. Oh wow. I believe that's where I need to go. It seems very ominous and somewhat important. That thing gives a Nova. Yeah. This is one that I haven't been to, so this is the one that I'll go to. There we go. I just thought we weren't traveling at all. Conduit Canyon. These guys are ready. The imps. Keep in mind, I have no clue what I'm doing here or what I need. Oh, damn. That's not great. And then I lose a very strong item. Okay, so let's see. What's this? Okay. Oh, I got a recycler. Nice. I believe I need to destroy this thing. Somehow. Yeah, it seems like we're making some progress. Oh, these things teleport us. Oh wow, yes they are. That is pretty damn cool. Okay, but... okay, there's something there. Let's go there. That looks interesting. No, I don't want to fall. Place sentry key. Okay, I need a sentry key. Okay, so let's just drive along with this thing. Find the sentry key. I would have... oh no, I'm gonna die. I don't have the correct equipment. Those lights seem like they are doing something, and there are a few sentry keys around the place. Okay. So I need to find the sentry keys around here. That's just another equipment drone. And that's a Shrine of Order, which I don't want to use. I want to Google, but also I feel like that would take away the fun of the experience. What is this? That's a Shrine of Combat. Oh shucks. Okay, that wasn't the plan. Yeah, that definitely wasn't the plan. Okay. Okay, well that's cool. kind of have a better idea. It says here, from the vault in the solutional haunt. Okay, so it's a little bit different. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to play a different character. One of my good old favorite characters, the captain. And we're going to try it again. I think we can actually get quite some decent progress with the captain, because I really like the captain and I understand him a little bit better. So, but that new... Maybe I should just read the actual description of what that character does, and it probably might be a little bit better. Because now I'm just trying to flop around and figure it out myself. Wow, the shotgun isn't doing much. This will most likely go in the 3D printer as well. Don't freeze me when these guys are popping up. I do have the little drone thing that helps me, but even that, I think these wisps are the one enemy that killed me the most in this game, out of all. Yes, I do see the teleporter, that's good. I don't know, it feels like, I believe it's, I might be wrong about it, but I believe the 3D printer's occurrence actually increases per stage that I go through. Because it seemed like it's a lot more the later I go through the game. Because I have to admit it, I've been playing a lot with the artifact of command, so I haven't really been focusing on the actual use of the 3D printers. So I'm not really exactly too sure how that functions within the game. But I don't see any yet. Doesn't seem like there might be any on this stage. But always one that I want will be gasoline for the start. I know gasoline becomes quite useless as you go along. At the beginning I think that might not be a bad one to get. Yeah, I don't see any around. Well, that's fine. Because I started here and I walked around here from to the left, so probably would have noticed it by now. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go back to the teleporter and stick around till about like 5-6 minutes just to get more items. And then we can call it and go to stage 2. Because they're not dropping items at all either. I can probably set up this so long. Let's do this. I believe I launched them in the correct order. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Wrong order. Oops. I wanted to have the stun one closer to the actual spawner, but it's fine. Maybe it's not too bad, but yeah, that one definitely shouldn't be there. Okay, that will actually be a very life-saving item for me, the elixir. Saved my life in the previous run. I'm very happy that I had it, but There was just too many enemies and I didn't have a lot of crowd control items or defensive items, so they definitely overwhelmed me. Oh, your drones periodically drop dynamite. That's really cool. And I got the ukulele, which is one of the, if not the best items within the game. The goat surf is also good for mobility. Because that's one thing that you sometimes don't think about enough, is the mobility and defense. Glass cannon can be good, but the further you get into the game, it's very, very risky. Because everything basically kills you instantly, and if you don't have any of your tougher time teddy bears or anything like that, it's practically impossible to go further. Unless you can stay away from them long enough and you can evade. But yeah, otherwise it's extremely difficult. But I think we can start the teleporter event. We should have enough. Yeah, okay, it's just a Beetle Queen. Nothing too bad. And I have Ukulele to deal with all of her minions. So we're all set, yeah. Nothing difficult at all. Bristling fungus, that's also a nice one to have, especially on monsoon. And you barely heal at all. Ah, gasoline, thank goodness. And then Death Mark is also fantastic in the later game if you have enough debuffs and you can apply all of them to then do extra damage to your enemies is definitely something that you need. I don't know if I can get that. Oh, I can. It's a little bit of armor, so it's not a waste. I'll have to do a little bit of a run and jump. I'll get it now when there's a little bit less enemies in my way. Okay, let's go get it. There we go. A few other ones here. What's this? Okay, infusion gives me more health. I believe that is it. Yep. I don't want to spend too much or waste too much time here. Just doing that will just make the next stage a lot more difficult than it has to be. I'll just make sure that my chat is set up correctly. I think it was set to top chat, not live chat. Oh, okay. This is a new place that I haven't been to. Looks pretty damn cool. Yeah, this looks really cool. But this is all part of the new DLC. I haven't played it, and I know it's been out for quite a while, but I haven't played it a single bit. So all of what I'm experiencing now is also very new. I mean, the game is still Risk of Rain, the base mechanic stays the same. But the environment and some of the stuff that you can discover around it's very different. Especially the one that I was with the previous run. I really want to get there again. Because I think there was some cool thing that you can unlock after that. Okay, we have the teleporter, so we're sorted within that. So now we can explore and find new things on this new place. Especially for a recycler and some... oh, what's this? Oh, that's that other... a barrier when a skill comes off cooldown. That's perfect. So we need a recycler and then the 3D printers. There is a 3D printer, but I don't think it's really that great one, no. Just gives me some extra health. I think 25. So it's okay, I think it's pretty good in the early game, but like again in the late game, I don't think it matters how much health you have, you basically die instantly. Medkit also very good to have as a supporting item. And then drones, since we got that other item that drops the dynamite on enemies. If there's a drone, I'm gonna pick it up. What's this? Thought it might be like a little door. There seems to be a door here. Or some compartment. Some health. Some platforms, a nice big tree. Now, I'm not sure what... Usually the maps have some secret around that we can discover. So that's mainly what I'm trying to look for now before I go to the teleport event. Maybe that's something there? Because a lot of these artifacts or like areas around here is definitely those spheres, these spheres. So there should be something related to that that we can make use of. Doesn't seem like there's anything up here that I can see. But if we can't find anything in this spot, we're definitely going to go to the next stage. Again, with Monsoon, you don't want to be stuck on one stage for too long, because otherwise it becomes very difficult to really progress. There are times when you want to stay on a particular stage for longer. Especially if you need some items. What is that? Yeah, those beads. It's okay. They help you if there's a lot of enemies around you as well. And you really want some heals quite quickly. But there definitely has to be something around here that's of interest. But we'll figure that out as we go along. I don't think it's this place where we need to save someone just to get the other character. Ah, okay, that's actually a good item that I was able to sacrifice. This is just for some temporary one-time hit barrier, which will help in some cases. But I don't have enough of them to be too efficient, but I mean, in the early game, any item helps. Ooh, it's hopefully I am launching it the correct way now. Yeah. That's exactly what it wants, so... Oh, these things are a pain. Well, let's go ahead and start the event. Stone Titans. Okay, we need to focus one of them. Especially if they start using their little beam. There we go. Quite easy. But it's easy for now. It will get a lot more intense and a lot more difficult. What did we get from them? Okay, another one for the drones dropping the dynamite. I don't know if that increases damage or frequency. Might be doing both. If it's both, that will be perfect stuff. Okay, almost done charging. It's done now, so let's kill these last few enemies. I don't think they will drop anything. Nah. Cool. Let's see where it takes us next. Probably going to be a familiar location, but we never know. Iron Alluvium. This is not a familiar place. This is also new. Okay, I'm not going to complain. I like the new places. They look spectacular. Ooh, that looks cool. I think if you really want to come and explore these places, you can play on the easier difficulties. Monsoon isn't the place for that. But I'm still going to do it. It's part of the fun. These guys are just super tanky, jeez. Oh no, not what I wanted to do. Let's go in here, this looked cool. Let's see what is hiding in the nooks and crannies of this map. Okay. Yeah, these guys that spawn these small little drones running around, they aren't fun to deal with. Because I think they explode if you're too close to them. Ooh, stun and the crowbar. Very, very good items to have. Especially the stun. I do have death mark, so that will definitely help us to get that mark associated with them. I do think I need a slow, so I need a chrono bobble or something along those lines to easily trigger that that death mark. Let's see what's on top. Ooh. Man, these maps are really cool. That looks like a place to be. Something has a red light or some indicator. Usually they try to point to it. But I don't see anything very useful just yet. Yeah, we need to stun those guys. These. They are the worst. Especially if you don't have your tougher times. They are the worst to deal with. Oh, I missed an item there at the top, that's fine. Of course, I've been down there. Let's drop down. Ooh. I want that shrine. Give them 30% of my soul. Attack speed increase, it should be okay for us. Nothing that we can make use of too much, really. Let's see what's down here. I saw some cool stuff down here to the left, so I'd gladly want to see if there's something cool. Because I know the teleport is there. All of these things look so cool. Sometimes there are some hidden secrets that they hide away. Just want to kill some of these guys because I actually want to jump down there to see if you can land there. Because usually, a lot of the previous maps, they usually had a... this is a debuff transfer item. Super, super good. But I don't think that's the case here, no. But that's cool. We'll take the Scorch Worm fight. Oh, those are new enemies. They look very vicious. Oh well, oh well. Jeez. Get away. I don't want those guys close to me, so let's see if I got the order correct again. No, it's wrong again. Ah, my word. That's okay. Another box of time. No, you're stuck there, mate. Seems like there's another death mark. Wonderful, some armor. And then I think we can start the teleporter. Yeah. There should be some secrets around here that I haven't seen. But for now, the control units, the one that the Alloyed Collective is kind of based on. Which gets a bunch of stacks of that guy. There we go. Before they get their shields, because I know they get a ton of shielding. But I have enough damage and enough stacks and stuff that I can put on them, so it's all pretty easy. That's a new item. Moving around builds up movement speed and jump height, 20% charge. Okay. That's cool. Oh well. That's a really cool item. So if I charge as while moving, and then when it gets to a certain point when I jump, it releases that energy. Wow. So I believe if I jump now, it should release it. Yeah. It's cool. And what's this? No, I think my current item that I have is sufficient. Just need to use it a little bit more often, the little rockets. Oh no, nope, that was stupid to move into the freezing zones. Yeah, these are... I should actually move along. These are equipment that I see here. It's not really ones that I would like, so that's why I'm leaving them there. I'd rather leave those equipments there than and try to swap them up with the current one that I do have. But it's starting to get quite difficult now, because now bosses will spawn as normal enemies. And I think need to get behind the wall. Okay, killed it before it could trigger. But now, this map has a secret. At stage 6, or stage 4, sorry, there's always a specific secret that you can... It's not really a secret, but in this case you can kill these eggs, and there's another map that I know of. There's a particular chest that you can open that gives you a guaranteed red item. That's the legendary items to get in Risk of Rain. But this one is fairly difficult because it spawns another Alloyed Collective boss. Spawns one of these guys, or similar to them. And they are very tanky. So I need to find those eggs. They are like hidden away around corners. So I think I got 2 of them, and I believe we need 6 in total. I need to get rid of that guy. He's gonna cause me a lot of problems if I don't do so soon. Ooh, nice. Leeching Seed and the Lantern. I can't remember what the Lantern does. We'll see now when it pops up. Increases attack speed for every nearby enemy or ally. Pretty damn good. But the captain can't really rely on attack speed that much. It increases or decreases the time it takes for his weapon to actually converge. But okay, so this holds another equipment cooldown. That's really cool. I want that. Some more drones. These eggs, I need to destroy them. And then there will be some indicator that will say we're hearing a distant whirring or something, and then we know we need one more egg to get, and then it spawns the boss that we need to kill. But as soon as we get to that, I would definitely... Oh, recycler, that's what I wanted. Let's see, what do I need to recycle? The razor wire is definitely one. The idea is that I'm not getting it, so I don't want to rely on the razor wire that much. Let's see, what else do I have? I think these ones are okay, but I'll take them for now, because I'm usually gonna fight at longer distances than like that, so I don't think I will get too much use of them. Get some drones. Oh, besides these guys, I mean, they are a little bit more close quarters, but most of the time it's not the case. I just need to find some of those eggs, man. Okay, I see some of them. I'm gonna take some damage. Them. Yeah, there's one there. Okay, so we've triggered the first. We just need one more, then it will spawn. So ideally we'd want to make sure that we are in a good position to really handle it. This guy I need to stay clear of. They do so much damage. Ah, come on. My running wasn't too accurate there. There we go. Yes, I believe the last egg... There we go. There we go. I'm gonna definitely spawn the one just to have some healing around here. I'm gonna need it. And you'll definitely see soon why. Let's also throw this one down. Okay, so bear in mind this will take a little bit of time. So I want to again focus the one and kill the one. But it's quite a difficult fight at this stage in the game, and especially with the items that I have. It's not going to be an easy task to do. Because I need to stay away from that. You see now it gains that shield, but I need to keep attacking it. Because of the bleed stacks, but now the bleed stacks have run off. Let's just take some cover here. Stay away of those zones because they launch you into the air. And it's not fun. I don't want to be launched into the air. Because I don't have any ability or any item that will assist me in not getting killed when I fall. Sorry, I might be talking a little bit sporadic. Kill those little jellyfish. Okay, so that one is almost down. I think one of them are actually dead already. All of them still live. Just need to find the other one. Oh, it's here. Cool. I'm a little bit too close to them. Oh, no, I don't want to be close to these guys. And I hope it's a good legendary item, because otherwise I'm going to be very disappointed. There we go. Okay. Now let's just kill these minions. It's double healing. Okay. Not really what I wanted, but it'll do. What is that? Ooh. Wait, did it steal my ukulele? I didn't know that they could do that. That's mean. I didn't know they could steal my items. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here that I'm gonna pick up, and then we can need to take that teleporter boss on. But it's temporary items. Since when? Since when could these things steal my stuff? That's very, very new. Okay, at least the teleporter is quite close. I even missed it with my initial check. Okay. Let's go. Oh no, not the magma worm. I hate the magma worm. Because of its maneuverability, it's sometimes quite difficult to actually get to it. But I think it's okay. It's moving around in this little area here. Oh well. Okay, it's down. Because the magma worm actually burns you. And that's not fun. Okay, I got will-o-wisps and another focus crystal. So the will-o-wisp will cause explosions around them, damaging the enemies. So for the combination with the artifact of swarms and all that, it's actually really good to have. But I still haven't seen the death mark on anyone. But I wonder if... and I do have the stun, I just don't have enough of them to actually trigger consistently. But yeah, welcome everyone. I see there's quite a few people watching. Welcome everyone. I do hope you enjoyed the stream today. And if you haven't seen this game before, it's called Risk of Rain. It's a roguelike game, but I believe probably a decent amount of you probably saw it before. And I'm playing on the new, well, fairly new Alloyed Collective DLC. And seeing what it has in store, what new things can be explored, because this is the one place that I haven't been to. Oh, this is the place that actually you need to free the other character to get the secondary character for the new DLC. Yeah, so kind of explore and see what this entails. It looks like there's like this little pipe thing, so I would assume I'm gonna drop down here. Wow, that sounds really ominous. Okay, yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. This looks very cool. Scary though. And is this water? Okay, it's not too deep. The time is paused, so that means it's gonna be some kind of boss fight. Oh. This is... oh my goodness. I don't know what to do, I don't know what to expect. I believe those things do damage to you, I would assume. Or it's like shields. Okay, no, they damaged me. Why did I choose Monsoon difficulty to try and do this? But it's not actually that bad so far. Yeah, see, it seems like there's some, I don't know if it's weak spots, but there are like these 3 zones around them, which I believe are areas that I need to try and destroy. Now let's see if my, okay, that doesn't do much. The thing is, there are like these little transport things here, and there are keys that you can unlock. Let's see what those keys do have. They seem interesting, but I believe I'm probably only able to unlock it afterwards. Yeah. Oh damn! No! 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 Jeez. It's very cool though, but I don't know if there's some weak spot or some... Like I said, this is the very first time that I'm playing this DLC, so I have no clue what to do or to expect here. I just think I need to keep those bleed stacks going. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, it actually knocks you out of those zones. This is not good. Not good at all. I don't know what to do. Because it has so much health. Like I said, those bleed stacks are the most important thing. But I don't know what that does. It's like a ton of damage. Oh, that looks like it will hurt. I don't know how to block that. Jeez, man. How do you even fight that? That's ridiculous. Okay, but let's play with the new character again, but this time I'm gonna cheat a little bit and use Artifact of Command. This will make life a lot more easy, and it's a bit of a cheat in the game, I feel like, because it allows you to pick the items that you want, and yeah, it makes the game a lot more fun if you just want to play around and become overpowered. So in this case, I would take bleed. So there's a 10% chance to give bleed, so you try to get it to at least stacked to 10, and it becomes so overpowered. And then when you get a legendary item and you have some critical damage, there's another item called Splatter Spleen, which will allow you to basically double your bleeding, because it applies a bleed stack for crit hits. So yeah, we're gonna play around with the Artifact of Command to see if we can at least free and get unlocked the new character. Because I want to see what the character has in store for us. So for this, the green item, I usually start off with what is it? The ukulele. It's very good for groups because it's like a electric shock that can go between the units. So I usually try to get that. Let's go around the back because I think we can get to the second level. So up here and see if there's any nice shrines, because I want the Shrine of the Mountain, which will spawn double the amount of boss enemies, and in essence then give you the double amount of items that can drop from killing the boss. Got stuck against that drone. But yeah, for everyone who's watching, if you do like Risk of Rain, or like, I primarily play city builders, but Risk of Rain will be one of the games that I'm going to stream. If you do like this game or any city builder game, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Oh, I don't want to die this early. Jeez, that would be bad. That would be very bad. Too focused on shelling myself out for subscribers. But yeah, no, it will mean a lot to me. Even if you just like the stream, I'll appreciate that as well. Because I've been doing this for quite some time, but I've never really been super consistent. And one of my plans this year is to really focus on it and make time for it. And yeah, I really appreciate that. But yeah, back to the game. So now for this, another ukulele would be good. But something important with Risk of Rain as well, there's an element of defense as well. You can't just go be a glass cannon. I've mentioned that before, because that really causes a problem where, yes, you'll do a lot of damage, but they will just sneeze on you later down the line and instantly kill you. And that's definitely not something that you'd want. So for us, we want to try and also play a little bit more defensive. But in this case, I think it's still a little bit early, so I'm going to get the rocket. Because I do a lot of auto-attack damage, these rockets will sometimes launch when I do damage. And they do quite a lot of damage, and it's just another way for me to do damage and proc the other items that I do have. So one of them, like I said, will have is the bleed. That also has a chance to trigger the bleed, so yeah. But before we get to that, we need to kill those two guys and focus on getting them out of the way. And this is where Artifact of Command becomes somewhat overpowered, because now these guys will drop very powerful items for us, and we can then choose what we want. So you'll see there's a lot of items laying around here, so I can just go ahead and select what I want. And I even got a legendary, which is super cool. So Leeching Shield will just heal me a bit, and for this I'll need to get the Ceremonial Daggers. Now, they do fall off a little bit in the late game, but they are super powerful. So essentially, if you kill an enemy, they will launch a dagger, and that dagger will then be able to jump around between different enemies and also kill them. And if they kill another enemy, you get another you'll get another set of daggers that will launch. So yeah, you'll see now, once, especially since we have Artifact of Storms, how powerful that really gets. But again, there I almost died because I don't have any defensive abilities. So I think some of the next items that I get, I'll need some defensive abilities or items first. So this map is one of the previous DLCs. I think it's Seekers of the Storm. You unlocked one of the characters here, the chef, I believe, and I can't remember what was unique about this. I think there's also a unique set of stages that you go through, and that will also give you some cool items and cool bonuses that you can get to. So the teleporter's down there, so we'll fight around here until about close to 10 minutes, and then we can, well, 10 minutes might be a bit too long since it's monsoon, but we have Artifact of Command, so it shouldn't be too bad. So what I want to try and get to now, we want to look for Deathmark. So Deathmark gives a considerable amount of damage once you have 4 debuffs on an enemy. And at this stage I only have 1 debuff, which is the bleed, but soon we'll get items for stuns and for letting them take fire damage, and that all will then allow us to add the Deathmark to almost every enemy, and that's practically like the best thing that you can do. Because as you move along, they will gain more armor, gain more health, and if you don't have a nice set of stackable items, it will be impossible to really get far. As you saw in the previous run, I didn't last long. I could have survived. There were a few bad decisions that I made, but you definitely won't last long. Also, I'm going to go a little bit more to the open areas. I don't see a lot of enemies spawning. If we can get a Shrine of the Mountain, that would be fantastic. Because then we can spawn 2 bosses and get duplicate items. Not duplicate, but double items. It's okay, see, those daggers will take care of that for me. I think this one might be a cool one to get as well. So we'll get that from green items. So killing an enemy transfers the debuffs to a nearby enemy. So in line with what I said in regards to the debuffs and the Deathmark, that would be the best thing to get. I'm going to start getting the Chrono Bubble, which will slow them. And you'll see that it's not a percentage chance for us to slow them. It will always slow them if we hit them. So the Chrono Bubble is definitely a must-have if you want to make use of that Deathmark. And yeah, just getting all of the drones. They are very useful. I can only use certain drones that I can pick up and throw around. Like, I think there's a medic drone and there's another new drone that they've added, a trash drone or some equipment, temporary item drone that I had earlier. And if you use them, they basically have some ability. So this one gives me a shield for the healing drone. And like I said, we're going to get defenses. Tougher Times has a chance to block. It's a logarithmic way that it will block it, so the first ones have a lot more potential to block an enemy hit. So I'd also get like between 10 and 15 of those. So yeah, the drone that I have now, if I use it, it will do a flurry of auto attacks. So like that. So it's pretty cool stuff. Gonna get Ukulele. So I want to also get a few ukuleles because that increases the amount of enemies that it will hit with its shock. And that can also apply bleed if that's the first one that was added. And it also increases the range that shock can go to. So again, for large quantities of enemies and with the artifacts that I've enabled, that's the perfect combination. Alright, so let's start the teleporter. I didn't realize it's already 10 minutes already. That's fine, let's see. Okay, Beetle's Queen, that's fine. It's an easy one for us. Just need to see which one of these guys actually does the healing. Because you see, some of them will have these green stuff going towards the bosses, and if you don't kill them, they'll just continue to regen, and that's not what we want. So for this, yeah, let's start taking these bands. So these bands will do a lot of damage with one of your high damage abilities. So it seems like my auto attack already does a lot of damage, so it will trigger that little fireball that you saw up there. I'm gonna get another Tougher Times, and then I want to max out my bleeds. I already have 5 of them, so it's already a very a very good start. So, but like I said, I want to get to around 10 of them. Then that should be a very solid number for us. Ooh, can I get up there? I should be able to. No. But it's fine. If I lose an item here, I should be. Maybe this is... Oh yeah, I can. Cool. Because ideally you don't want to lose any item. Because items are valuable. But with Artifact of Command, it's really not too big of a deal. Okay, so here... I think for this... a very powerful one to get here... Yo, I don't know. I'm rather gonna decide on the Royal Capacitor, because that does a lot of immediate shock damage to an enemy, which is really powerful. Oh, this actually takes me to a different end. I don't know if I want to do that. So after this I'm gonna go back to the normal rotation, because I don't want to end the game. Because you get the end that the Seekers of the Storm gives you. I don't know if the Alloyed Collective has a new end as well. It might actually be the one that I died the last time around. But I don't want that to be the case. I still want to play for a little while longer. A few items that dropped, but that's fine. I'm not gonna care about that too much. Oh, I can actually walk on the leaves. I don't know. To spawn this thing a little bit. I can actually just go through this particular stage quite quickly. So you see all of those jumps with the electricity, that's the power of the ukulele. So if you have access to the ukulele, just get it. It's won't be disappointed. Is there an enemy there? Yeah, there was. A few items dropped, probably one behind. Then I think I'm going to take on the teleporter. Ah, a green one, perfect. So I'm going to take the other band, which will freeze them on high damage. I'll do that freeze damage, which is also fantastic. So let's go ahead and do the teleporter, and I'll quickly just do a shock damage on the one. There we go. Pretty simple. And then that bleed that I apply to them, that's the killer. It does get a bit busy sometimes. It's not always easy to see what's happening. Okay, so my bleed is at 9, we just need one more. Gonna get guillotine, so for elite enemies that will spawn later down the line, that's very important. And then I'm gonna take another ukulele for the distance. And then this one will focus more on crit, so it will increase the attack speed on crit. So we don't have crit yet, but we will be getting critical soon. And the attack speed is, especially for a character like this, which has this like auto rifle, it's very good to have. And then you need to get the stun. I should have actually taken bleed, but that's okay. And then actually another one of these for transferring the debuffs should be very good. But yeah, at this stage I'm strong, but I shouldn't take too many risks just yet, because you don't have enough defenses. So no, I'm not going to go through that portal. I want to take the normal strat. I want to actually focus on the Alloyed Collective. That's the main reason. The main reason for the stream is to get the Alloyed Collective items. And we are back here. Nice. So now you would see it's going to be much easier to actually kill this guy. And they are corrupted enemies. So definitely going to take some corrupted items because some of them are extremely sharp. So essentially with the corrupted items, they take hold of one of your existing items. If it is one of those and if you do have it, and it corrupts them. So you won't ever get the original item ever. But it gets an additional buff and it gets quite strong. It mightn't necessarily be what you would like for the character, especially the one for tougher times, which is arguably worse for defense. But you'll see now, if I get one of the corrupted items, you can have a look at them and see what we get. Cool, so this thing, I don't know what that drone does. Let's get rid of that guy. So for this one, I would also get another mark. Just try and get rid of all of these corrupted areas here, because they are very problematic. So these corruption enemies are not just killing the enemy itself. There's like this little thing that spawns that can corrupt other enemies as well. So ideally we'd like to get rid of them too. So we would like to get some crit. So for the crit again, it's also 10%, so getting 10 of these classes is ideal. And then some of the items actually, they scale off of crit. So one of them, like we saw before, was, let's get rid of these smaller guys. One of them was that Predator item. That's not good. Okay, I missed that luckily. Okay, but I'm definitely gonna just get some more defenses. I'm very scared. I'm really scared of getting insta-killed at this stage. Especially now giving away 50% of my health, because I want a corrupted item. Let's see, that might be a good one. Yeah, so not the best one for if you want to go for critical hits, but it basically corrupts all lens classes, but now I have a 0.5% chance for each and every one of those to do an insta-kill. So at this stage of 1.5%, and believe me, it doesn't sound like much, but it's extremely powerful. We need to get more of these stun grenades. So the stun grenade has a chance to stun. And we also need to get a gasoline or two, and that way we will actually start triggering the Predator's Instincts, which is that increased damage item that I spoke about. So we'll get some of the gasoline, we'll get about 2 of them. And then we need to go and find those eggs to spawn the big boss. You see that we actually had 2 insta-kills in quick succession. So yeah, it's very powerful later down the line, because after you kill them, all of the debuffs will get transferred to other enemies, and I mean that risk of that enemy trying to kill you is also gone. Not sure what we have. I think there were a few eggs that we've already destroyed. So there's one. Okay, I actually spawned it. Nice. There you see, there's the death mark. Exactly what we want. Increases our damage to them. Perfect combination. And our bleeds. Our bleeds are very high. So The other thing that's going to be a bit difficult now is that I don't think I would be able to really make use of an item called Splatterspleen, which adds double the amount of bleeds essentially for each crit. It adds a bleed as well. So I'm not going to use Splatterspleen as the legendary item that I'm going to pick up. What I am going to do, however, get another stun grenade, and then I want to focus on attack speed. And also a little bit more of defenses. So maybe get a shield that we get after an enemy kill. That might also be a very good item to invest in. Cool, so for this, there's a meat hook is actually a very good one. It pulls the enemies towards each other. But the one that's the best one to get is going to be the 57 leaf clover. So a lot of the items that you do have a specific, I don't think it applies to tougher times though for defenses, but a lot of the items that you do have, they have a chance to trigger. And basically that, if it doesn't trigger, it then runs through it again and tries to trigger it again, which is yeah, which I think is super cool. So I said I want to focus on, what is it, attack speed, and then I'm gonna get a few additional defenses. I don't want the shield ever. Well, it depends on what you play and what your playstyle is, but it basically takes away the insta-kill option. Yeah, this thing, it's okay. It basically just defers the damage, but I think I'm gonna take this one. So it's a small temporary barrier when something comes off cooldown, and I use a lot of things on cooldown during these boss fights. There we go. So, yeah, I guess we can start. I haven't seen a Shrine of the Mountain at all. I need to be very careful with these guys, though. Because they can explode and throw a bunch of stuff at me, which I don't like. Yeah. You see, now's the difficulty, because now there's a lot of damaging items. Oh, what's this? This is a new item. Pickups grant a stacking bonus to all stats. Open a barrel. Okay, so it's... okay, not really something that I can have of much use just yet. This one. Oh yes, the one that actually lets the drones drop dynamite. That's something so powerful. Leeching Seed, yeah, it's okay. I have 2 of them. It's just for a little bit of health or healing. But I think we need to get tougher times up to 10. Some buff is actually applied. You see there on the left, there's a ×3. That's the one that we want to go to. This is the Alloyed Collective end, I believe, but we need that to unlock the newest character. So we'll definitely head towards that. The Solutional Haunt, the one that we failed the last time around. But I think now we are powerful enough to push through it and not let it affect us that much, so we should be able to easily take this one down. Alright, so I think we're going to jump down here and basically insta-kill this guy, or we're going to die ourselves, but who cares, it's part of the game. Let's go. Very ominous, very creepy. We've seen this part before. It looks super cool. you'll see these things will die fairly quickly, and we will be able to very quickly add that death mark to this guy, but this is gonna damage me, yeah, and do a ton of damage. So keep in mind, he will have a considerable amount less health than the previous run. It's because we were able to get to this guy a lot quicker. So he doesn't have, I think he had a million more health. Is that a million? No, it's 100,000. So he had quite a decent amount more health than what he has now. So yeah, that's the difference that it makes. Okay, so killing those things on the actual drone is worthwhile. And we have death mark on it. And there's this thing coming through. Oh, bitch. I'm gonna die. I'm honestly gonna die here, eh? Yeah. Jeez, dude. That's tough. That's really, really tough. Oh, okay. That was quite a tough one. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try one more run. Been streaming for quite a bit now, so I'm gonna try one more run and see how that goes. And after that, I'm gonna make it a good run. Don't worry, I'm gonna make it a very good run. And after that, I think we can close off today's stream. And again, thank you very much for everybody who started watching today. I mean, it's probably shorts also helping, but having 30 concurrent viewers is an all-time high for me, so thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate it. But yeah, if you do like this type of content and Risk of Rain and, well, just me, I guess, that's a bit egotistical, but please do consider subscribing to my channel. That will mean the world to me. Cool, so again, start off slow because we died, unfortunately. But I think we'll rather stick around a little bit longer on a particular stage and get the decent amount of items that we want. I mean, we had a lot of defensive items, like really, really a lot. But I think the core damage wasn't there again, so you need to find that balance to really make the most of the actual situation. But that's the difficult part, the balance of everything. Need to kill off these guys and hope they drop some items. There's actually a Shrine of Combat that would be cool to get. So if you can, and you do have the power, these shrines are very useful. The ability that gives you to fight some stronger enemies and have a chance to drop more items is always something that you shouldn't ignore. But it doesn't look like luck is on my side today. But we're definitely gonna fight that thing again. But I'm not gonna teleport to the Seekers of the Storm DLC stuff. I'm just doing it for the item. Because if you can charge it fully, I believe they are stronger, but you get a really, really cool item that you can choose, like a boss item that you get. Wouldn't say they're necessarily stronger than the red or legendary items, but they do sometimes have a lot of value. Cool, so I just want to get some attrition items before I actually take on this. So like a bleed or something that can just heal me upon taking damage. Because taking that thing on alone without any items is not a very good idea. So yeah, I'm still fairly strong. Okay, nice, you have an item. So again, first item will be ukulele. All these groups. And then for this, I'm going to take some bleed. I think the second one will be bleed as well. I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach to my defensive items. And I think the one mistake that I made is actually taking that one specific corrupted item, which caused my crit to be basically nullified, even though you get that insta-kill chance. I had some items that really relied on crit, and without crit you basically become useless. Oh, I want to throw that. Okay, yeah, I think we should be able to take this on. I don't want to waste too much time, especially for the difficulty on Monsoon. And also, I will be doing modded Risk of Rain streams, which is, I think a lot of the mods got updated and I used to stream a lot, especially like the Goku mods, and there's some weird mods that you get for the existing characters that make them somewhat overpowered. But I think it's quite fun to play around with them. I mean, the base game is really fun and there's a lot of content now. But the modding in this game is also so easy to do. Like, you can also, if you want to be extremely powerful, there's one that adds more difficulties and then the enemies infinitely scale. Because even with this, they only scale up to level 99. So if you look at the level now is level 3. And they can scale up to level 99 at a max. But then that thing will just allow them to scale as far as you'd like, infinitely, which... It's overwhelming. It does have the tendency to actually crash your game. Let's rather take the guards a bit closer. There we go. Not too bad, just kill these guys off what's on the ground. Oh wow. I need to make use of my actual other items, which I keep forgetting about. The one that allows me to fly, and then the one that actually... Yeah, one that allows me to fly and one that actually allows me to gain some shields. I don't know why I keep ignoring them. So I'm gonna get a rocket launcher as for the additional chances of it hitting enemies. And then for this, again, I'm gonna try and max out the daggers first, and I'm gonna get chrono bubbles along to slow them. Then another bleed. So having 6 bleeds at this point in the game it's crazy. Yeah, okay, now there's a lot of item shopping now. It's a little bit unbalanced, but it's okay. I just want to get a few defensive items like Leeching Seed, and we can get one Teddy. So like I said, the first tougher times or Teddy that you get is a lot more powerful, because it's like the logarithmic scale of defense, for those who missed it. This Prepare Cleanup Drone. Sucks up nearby enemies and turns them into health or gold. Oh wow. I didn't listen to what its command was, so I'll have to check again. Oh, it just throws them out. That's pretty cool. Okay. Don't know how strong that drone is though, but I mean, yeah, why not? Okay, so I think we can up our attack speed a little bit. So attack speed will also help the bleed proc more. But I mean, we're almost at 10, so then we just rely on the amount that we can apply. that thing will just go and suck up the enemies. It's the weirdest drone, but it's so cool. And it gives me money. Who's gonna say no to money? Okay, bleed is maxed out, so I can ignore future bleeds. So what I want to get now is Predatory Instincts. This one. And this critical strikes increase the attack speed and can stack up to 3 times. So now I want to get critical strikes. So I'm not going to get that other corrupted item again, because the critical strikes will allow me to have fast attack speed, apply bleed more. And for me, it's one of the most powerful items that out there. The bleed, I mean, because the amount of stacks that you can get and the time that you can add it to the enemies. So for the Predatory Instincts, I usually try to get around 3 of them. Okay, there's another green item here. For that green item, I think something that I would like. It's a different item that I haven't used before. Where is it now? Not used before this one. I actually wanted to pick that, but there is another item that I haven't used before that I think would be very, very valuable for us to have. A abandoned aqueduct. Nice. This map also has a secret, but it's very difficult to trigger it if you're only one player. But it basically just takes you to an enemy that gives you the bands, the cold and the hot band. But since we have the artifact of command on, that is not something that we really need to worry about. That enemy was a bit ridiculous. I see the teleporter. We can fly to that. We are actually strong enough to take on the teleporter, but I don't want to rush it too quickly. Like I said, we need to focus on getting decent amount of items for taking on that one boss. Oh wow, that thing actually does a lot of damage. If I can get a legendary item now, that would be great. Because I would also use that blades, but even forgot the name. Oh. Okay, so crit. We have the crit. We also need 10 of those, and that's going to help with the Predatory Instincts, and it's going to really increase our attack speed by a lot. That's really what we want to do at this stage. So we have 1 stack of those, but yeah, we only have 1 crit item. So the chances of us proccing is 10%, now it's 20, so it's decent. And then there's also this item called a Harvester Scythe, so it also stacks with crit. It allows us to heal. Our crits will heal, so 100% crit is definitely the way to go. And it will increase our sustainability a lot. Also, again, it doesn't make you unkillable. Even though you have a lot of health and if you have a lot of resistances, it still feels like you die practically instantly, so you always try to move around. Yeah, I think another ukulele would suffice, just for the increased range and the trigger count. I'm not gonna use this just yet because that will take us to a different location. It's actually, you know what? That's actually not a bad thing to get. It takes you to a farmable place where time stands still, so you can farm as much as you'd like there. I don't know if the difficulty pauses. It might actually pause, but I'm not 100% sure. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so I'm gonna give it like a minute more, then we can go ahead and take on the teleporter event. Cool. Yeah, let's take on the teleporter event, and then we'll get to the other location, and that basically gives us a boss that will assist us in fighting, basically. So if we kill it, it will help us when you get to the teleporter event, and it will fight on our behalf, which is super cool. Go. We need to get Death Mark as well. There's a few things still left. So Death Mark. And then a quick win is just to get the... Oh yeah, Death Mark is then already applied, just to get the gasoline to apply burn effects. Our tougher time steady actually helped us there. You heard that? It sounds like a squeaky toy. That means the actual attack was deflected. That attack speed, so nice. Get some crit, and let's go ahead and get ourselves a nice little bonus. Yeah, it does actually stick to very hard, if that's exactly what you want, so we can use this to get quite a bit of items, but it's not an easy place to be at. As you can see, there's a lot of enemies, a lot of guys trying to kill us. Bosses spawn as normal enemies. And I can fly, which I forgot about again. I'm gonna get these bands because they do a lot of damage as well. So the purpose of this area is you need to try and get these little shrines here. You pay money for them, and that will then spawn the bigger boss. But we'll spawn that boss in just a little bit. I don't want to worry too much about them just yet. We want to get a little bit of items. Since the time and difficulty is paused, it gives us the opportunity to farm a little bit. Weird to say it in Risk of Rain, but yeah, to farm a little bit of items, which we do need. especially your crit and attack speed, which are the ones that I want to get now. And then also, once we have that, we will be able to get a little bit more defensive. Because I think the defense part of it is one thing that I lack a lot. We need to get more health, and then you get the Topaz Brooch, which is basically it looks like a tortoise, and it gives you a lot of shielding when you kill enemies. So there's a chest. There's a few chests around here. So usually if you don't have the Artifact of Sacrifice, you get these chests that you can open. And then they will give you some options. So let's get Infusion, which will give us... Oh, there's a guy over there. Yeah, I will trigger these shrines soon. Just thought that the enemies might not spawn if I don't trigger these shrines, but these guys are not friendly. Oh, they're very strong. Yeah, I really need to get some defensive stuff. So if I trigger these, that should hopefully spawn a few more. I don't want to trigger too much of them, because then the big boss will spawn in the middle, and you need to trigger all of them to actually be able to do damage to that boss, which usually is invulnerable. Jeez, okay. Sounded like a lot of stuff dropped, but that is not the case. Let's get the Ice Band as well. I just want to check something. Something with my settings seems a bit odd. The actual graphics, they seem very low. Sorry. I can actually turn this up. I don't know why it was down. Wait, did it now change it again? Yeah, no. Cool, all good. Sorry, I just noticed it for a second, but that's fine. We'll... crit again. We're at 7, so we just need a few more. Eight, so 2 more crits. And having the 100% crit will trigger predatory instincts, and our attack speed will go through the roof. But I also want to increase our base attack speed, because I don't think I have any syringe. I think I have 1 syringe. So it's not bad, but it's definitely not enough. So, yeah, 1 more. Then I think we can move forward. Ah, it's these things again. Okay, let's... I'm too afraid to trigger 1 more of them. That is not what I wanted. I wanted the Lens Maker for crit. Because those golems, I think they will spawn in here. And there should be 2 of them, since I'm using the Artifact of Swarms. So let's just wait for a last wave. If I don't get what I want, it's fine. Then I'll just still trigger the boss, and we can fight it so long. Because I think within that fight it should spawn the needed items anyways. There we go. Next wave is here. The attacks aren't nice to deal with. Ah, okay, there we go. They can get our last crit. Perfect, just what we want. Now we have 100% crit, so our predatory instincts buff will always trigger for the increased attack speed. And then all of our attacks will also heal us, which is the main component that we were searching for. Right. I'm just gonna trigger that one there, I forgot about it. I don't want to run back towards that last one at the very end. Oh, there's the code actually for... Yeah, you can unlock the artifacts, and I see there's the code for one of them. But usually I'll just Google those codes. So good, but those spawn. They are really a night. Not something that you would like to face if you don't have the needed ability to defend yourself. Let's just get that guy to throw his fit, because we need to trigger all of those things in order for us to be able to do damage to him. There we go. Now we can do our much needed damage. That should be a quick one though. There we go. Easy. Easy. For this, let's get a chrono bubble. I do have a chrono bubble, but I don't think it will hurt to have two of them. And then this will then be the Halcyon seed, which will then spawn. So once we get to a new teleporter event, it will actually spawn that exact same thing that tried to attack us, which I think will be very beneficial to us. Awesome. So on to stage 3. We will be getting a corrupted item, but I will be taking extra care of what item I get. Because as we saw in the past, getting certain ones didn't really work out well for us. And now I want to get Topaz for just that additional shielding. Yeah, I can't really get into that zone. I need to kill all of the corrupted enemies. Let's see. Okay, the damage isn't too bad. There we go, it lifted. Okay, that's... Then we are all good. If you have enough of your tougher times to... or healing, it's fine to just walk into those zones. But that is not something that I had, and everybody just drops equipment items. Okay, I don't see any corrupted item that we can actually pick up, unfortunately. So I don't think we will be able to... Yeah, we won't be able to get a corrupted item this time around, but no matter. There's another white item. So now I want to... Yeah, we need a little bit more tougher times. I only have 2. We do have that small little shield that gets generated, but we need the evasion. Okay, the teleporter is right there. Let's see if I can find a Shrine of the Mountain, which I haven't been able to find a single one. Because I want the double bosses to spawn to get more... I have a chance to get more higher rarity items. But they don't seem to like me all that much. Oh yes, this shrine is also very good to get. Probably shouldn't kill them that far because I'm not going to go back to pick up the items that I got. So the next stage will be the one where we can get the legendary items, so maybe it might be worthwhile to go through and stick around there for a little bit longer, rather than trying to... this one is actually good. It will trigger the equipment rams into the target. Oh wow. Okay. Need guillotine. Definitely, definitely. I want to think, oh, I need the stun thing. That's the one that was missing for the mark to be applied consistently. There we go. Oh damn. Why am I so low health? Not good. Not good at all. That wasn't a fun experience. I almost died there, but it would have been a very sad end to the stream. So now this thing fights for us. That's the cool part of that one achievement that we get, or that one path that we were able to take. This, another gasoline. And then we want another stun because of the chance, I believe it's 15%. And we can also get another ukulele, and also another death mark might not be a bad idea. Let's get the attack speed. Sorry, I just want to close something quickly. Be back in 1 second. Apologies. Right, cool. So let's go ahead and move to the next stage. Now we should be able to get our legendary item, which will be those little blades. Hopefully we get to a different one. This is a new location that I don't know, and I have no clue where the secret chest will be, and some interesting stuff already happening. This one currently charges forward. Oh, okay. You will need to try and find the location of that chest. It's probably somewhere around here, I would assume. Oh, Shrine of the Mountain, finally. Ooh, I need to be careful for those guys. They basically have an insta-kill on you. Ceremonial daggers, there we go. At least we spawned a legendary item without needing to do anything. There we go. But now the problem is there's a lot to be favored. What's that? Oh, it's that other
very difficult enemy that we need to get to. Let's see what void items we can get to, actually. Trigger Shrine of the Mountain, so the more enemies will spawn. Gonna get the Topaz Brooch, and then I'm gonna get another type of times. What's in here? Oh, okay, just takes me up to the secondary level as well. So I need to go up here. Maybe the chest is up here. Because usually, like I said, at these level, for the 4th stage, there should be... okay, that thing looks very ominous. There should be some chest that will give us a legendary item of some sorts. But if it's not there and I can't find it, it's also okay. It's not the end of the world. So I think we're going to go here to the left side of the map of here. Oh well. Jeez, okay, that's a lot of damage. I need to get some tougher times as well. Gonna take full damage, yeah. Not what I wanted to do. What's this? Oh, scrap drone. I don't want to scrap a drone. Almost died there though. The game would pause at least. The game didn't pause. There are 2 green items there. I need them. I wonder if I should get them or just ignore them. No. They are green items, you can't just ignore them. This thing should take me all the way up there. That will be 4. Let's take this item again and also another ukulele. I don't know if there's any proper defense. I think this one is defense. Gain bonus armor while you have a shield. Oh, okay. So the Topaz Brooch will actually be the perfect helper for this. So I gain bonus armor. Awesome. But it does, however, stack with a shield, which I'm not too fond of. Oh yes, forgot about this craziness. Okay. They weren't too bad. Power of bleed. Okay, now there are a lot of items that I need to pick up. What do I need? This thing for drones, dropping bombs, yeah. more of the rockets might be good at it. I think it just increases the damage, and then the healing sites, that is also very important. And then some infusions. Guillotine is also good, and the oddly shaped opal for additional shielding, that's also good. And the delayed damage might also not be a bad choice, but I don't want to give too much of that though. Then, I don't know what this item does. Let's take it, we'll see. Activating a secondary skills charges a primary skill. Okay. Do we think we can take on this guy? But I don't think this is the actual boss level yet. So I think we should be okay. Let's take another Predatory Instinct. It will increase our attack speed. Oh, it is the last one, but I think we are quite kitted out for that. We have a lot of healing, we have a lot of shielding. I have... yeah, the Topaz Brooch is cool, and we have Guillotine, we have healing. Like, the healing is the important part to keep up with that damage that the guy puts up. So I think we are all good and all settled. So, let's take this guy on. Let's do this. Hopefully should have the healing and everything else too. Oh, can you see the damage you're doing? The amount of bleed stacks. $130 bleed stacks already. So those bleed stacks will just continue to trickle. Please. That's crazy. You have almost more than 200 bleed stacks. How are you used to survive that? Okay, one is dead. Expect. He should also be dead now. That was some crazy stuff. Contains encrypted remnants of collective network, needs to be decrypted. Can I use this thing? Prison matrix. So maybe there's a prison matrix in here that we need to find. But yeah, welcome again everyone who is currently here. Thank you very much for joining this stream of mine. I'm going to go into dodgy places. If you do like this type of content, you do like Risk of Rain, please consider liking and subscribing. That would mean the world to me. And I'll definitely keep you updated and posted on Risk of Rain and some city builder games, because I play a lot of city builders, so the videos that I publish will mainly be city builders and then Risk of Rain in between. So that's your kind of vibe. I'd appreciate it if you don't have to, but that would mean a lot to me if you can. Cool, so let's add the death mark, and I believe you can add 2 death mark stacks. And for this, maybe another equipment slot for this increased damage. That's basically like a permanent damage increase. I don't know, should I go lower? Should I go higher? Let's just explore a little bit, because I don't know the zone a single bit, but I assume there will be, what's this? Environmental log. I believe I've kind of die if I fall in the water, so let's not do that. There are some items there that I missed. Let's just see what's down here, because I think that's just like a little zone, colorful zone. Cool, so nothing much to see here. I would assume. I don't know what I need to do here. There should be something here that's of some value. I think for now, ukulele might not be banned. So let's go to that, because I think there might be something there. What's this? Oh, I need 6,000 for that. Is that essentially what I could unlock here? There's a super overpowered drone. So there doesn't seem to be anything else. Oh damn, maybe I saw something there in the corner, maybe that's something cool. If not, we'll head back and there's someone to free here, they said. Don't know if it's here. I might be wrong entirely. So I'm not gonna stop the search. Maybe it's up there. Maybe it's in here. This also looks very ominous and spooky. Okay, can't remember what this item does. Oh, some kind of award thingy. Yeah, let's do the additional armor. come and check the lower regions now. Does look like something I could interact with. There's a jump pad there, so maybe that's ready to go. Ooh, that looks cool. Okay, what's this? Ah, I got a prison matrix so I can get through that other location now. Awesome. And 50% armor can be placed in matrix terminal, yeah. I assume, I wonder if that prison matrix is what I would need to then save that other guy. Because it's a prison matrix. Don't think that there's any foreshadowing in that whatsoever. That gave me a fright though. What on earth? Jeez, that gave me a massive fright. Oh, this is I don't want to use any of those items. They are not ones that I am really interested in. I got really scared. That was not nice. So there's a prison matrix right there. So I can do this. That should open up this area here. And let's do some tougher times and what attack speed. Wouldn't we have unlocked the character? Nice. That was pretty damn cool. Nice, man. Hidden round. Computational exchange. On Earth. Could I not have done that? Confused. Oh, this takes us to this. Okay, but we should be able to end the game soon and obliterate ourselves. And then I'm gonna close off the stream. So we will find the teleporter. There we go, we found it. So we're on quite a high difficulty now. So it's gonna be tough. into that thing again. That was cool. We're going to trigger the shrine once. Then what do I need actually? Let's just take the rockets for extra damage. Okay, but this is going to be quite a tough one. Grandparent. Never mind. Wasn't as bad as I thought. Ooh, this is what I wanted. Splatter speed. There we go. Now this item, I'm gonna apply so many stats of bleed to them, it's ridiculous. Got another predatory instincts for attack speed. Just wish the thing could charge because it's super slow. But at this stage I can basically just stand around and do nothing. My damage value is so much. There actually was an item that I can get to make this thing charge quicker. Alright, this is one of the other Seekers of the Storm DLC location, but it's dark. Interesting. Where's the teleporter? There we go, it's down there. But now we get some very interesting enemies, which can basically take away all of your healing capabilities. Wow, there's a lot of Shrine of Mountains. I'm gonna take all of them. Why not? Yeah. Good time as any for us to... Oh wow, it's blaze their items. But they're dead. That's crazy. Yeah, like this is what I mean. It gets to a point where you're so powerful that the challenge of the game is gone because I'm using Artifact Command. It's literally impossible for them to win me now. Unless I do something very, very stupid. So now I'm just basically increasing my base damage. And yeah. I can literally just stand here.
Don't have to worry about a single thing. And just like that. Why did I take that roll? I guess it doesn't really matter. Just need to see, because I think the stage I'm going to now, we will get the teleporter to go and obliterate. And the obliteration is what we actually need to finish off the game, and we also get a skin for that. You can also go and fight the one boss, but that's not always the most enjoyable thing to do because it's very tedious. But you can do it much earlier. But for us, we don't worry about that. We have enough damage. You can just go ahead and go to the teleporter event and close it off. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. So even these things, they get insta-kill. Stone Titans, no challenge. Just like that. Yeah, and I have so much things to block damage and to avoid any chance of losing. Well, I guess we'll get another infusion. Another legendary item. Really cool. This is new. What does this do? Only chance to throw a stunning boomerang. Oh wow. Pretty damn cool. Oh, there's the boomerang, I saw it. There should be a different portal that's gonna spawn now. And once that spawn, we will be able to obliterate. There should be another portal. There isn't. Or was it on stage 8? Can't remember, but if the portal doesn't show, I'm gonna still close off the stream. I need to head off. It's been almost 3 hours. Jeez, that's long. But yeah, I think we should be able to get the portal now from stage 8. I believe it's down here. There we go. Just need to hit one of them and that's it. Just like that. This is actually a very strong one if you want to go gasoline build. It's your ignition effects deal quadruple the amount of damage. I'm still in the zone, yes. I really hope the other portal spawns. I don't want to just end it off. That's kind of sucky and anticlimactic. Ah, there we go. The celestial portal. There we go. Hidden Realm, a moment fractured. So I need to get to that point. So we should be able to use our little drone to fly us all the way to there. No, no, I honestly thought that's gonna be far enough. Ah, it's gonna spawn us right back at the beginning. Unfortunately, I should be able to take this drone all the way to the... Not. Oh, that's fine. We can use the good old traditional route. Resurrect myself from existence? Yes. Ah, that was fun. But it's time to go. Awesome, there we go. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed it. We have the new operator. He seems very interesting. Think should have quite some fun with him. We'll definitely try him out with our next stream. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed and you would like to see more Risk of Rain content or even any city builder content, I'm going to stream Risk of Rain most of the time, and then post the city builder games, mainly Anno and Foundation, those kind of games. If you're interested in that, please consider liking and subscribing, and if you just want to watch the Risk of Rain streams, be happy to like and subscribe as well. I'll be definitely be keeping that up. Sorry, my words are a bit out. But yeah, thanks again for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.